All right, appraisers, this is Brandon with Choice Valuation, and in this Spark video, we're going to be covering how to get Pinergy set up to work with Spark. So really, it's fairly simple, but there are several steps to it, so I just want to make this video so that you could do it and follow along with me doing it in the video to make it easier. Before I proceed, though, just know that you can call me anytime, and I'm happy to help you get this set up if you have any issues at all. So if you're struggling getting it working with Spark or following along with me, just give me a call and I'll help you out. Okay, so what you do first is you get into Pinergy and you get into a regular search here. You click this button and then you choose single family, and you also choose back on market, which I know is going to sound weird, but just bear with me. This is just to get it Pinergy set up to work with Spark. It's not your actual searches you're going to be using. So you choose back on market and then you choose search. Okay, and then the first thing you do is you left click this checkbox right here, which selects all the listings. This one right here at the top. And by the way, as I go through this video, anytime I tell you to click, unless I say otherwise, I'm always talking about left clicking. So when I say click, that means left click. Okay, and then after you click that, you click download. It's going to pop up this window. And then what you do here, this is where you use setting up the fields in this customs export over here. So basically, these are all the available fields. And over here on the right, these are all the fields that Pinergy is going to export into a file for Spark. So this is what we want to customize. So to do that, we're basically going to choose every single field. So I'm going to click this acre and then, or whatever's at the very top, and then you scroll all the way down. And then right now, before you click anything else, on your keyboard, hold down the Shift key. Either Shift key, it doesn't matter, just hold down one of the Shift keys. And while you're holding it down, click the very bottom field. And you're going to see that highlight everything. Now you can let go of the Shift key, and you can scroll up and you can see every single field is highlighted in blue. And then you just left click this right arrow, meaning it's going to take all the fields from here and move them over to here. And now that's done. Then last, you click continue. Make sure you click continue because that's what's going to save this. And then now we're going to close this window. Once it's downloaded this file, whether depending on your internet browser, it might look different to you. It might say, what do you want to do with the file? Or if you're using Chrome, it does this. But you don't need to do anything with the file. You don't need to open it or anything. Just cancel it or do whatever you need to do. And just so you can close this window. And then we close that. And now we're going to do the exact same thing, but with a condo search. So we're going to go in here, pick condo. We're going to choose back on market, just like we did before. Click search. And now we're going to click this box to select everything, and then click download. This window pops up. And now, again, same thing. You left click the top field, scroll all the way to the bottom, hold down the Shift key on your keyboard, left click the bottom field, let go of the Shift key. You can see everything's highlighted. You just click right here where this right arrow is. That will move everything over. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to see I've got all these single family with it says parentheses SF, parentheses, meaning it's all single family stuff. If I scroll down now, I should be able to see condo stuff, which I do. Then I hit continue, and that means it's saved it. Again, whatever it does with that file, you can just cancel out of it. That doesn't matter. And then you close the window. Now I'm going to also do a multifamily search. So I click multifamily, I click back on market. And by the way, you do have to do this part. Even if you don't plan on doing multifamilies, just do this part. So you click multifamily, click back on market, hit search now. You click this box to select everything. You hit download. Same process here. Click the top one, scroll to the bottom, hold down shift, click zoning or whatever's on bottom, and then you click here to move everything over. And if I scroll down, I should see the multifamily fields, and I do. And then I just click continue, and that saves it. Again, it's important that you click continue to save it, otherwise it won't work. And now I'm done with that. So I can click this X, and now this part is optional. You don't actually, no, you do need to do this part. I apologize. You click search one last time and you choose rentals. So I'm going to choose rentals. I'm going to choose back on market. And I'm going to choose search now. Again, I click this box to select everything. I choose download, click the top field, scroll down to the bottom, click the bottom field, hit this arrow to move everything over. And now if I scroll down, I should see the rental fields in here, and I do. I click continue to save. And now I'm totally done with the setup. That's all there is to it. So now I can close this window and I can actually go in and do my own search and start loading property or data into Spark. Now I'm going to real quick just show you how you do it. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but you basically just get into a search. I'm going to do a single family one. I'm going to choose all the fields sold and up. And again, bear with me, I don't know your MLS very well, but I'm going to pick Boston, move it over, and I'm just going to, because there's a lot of a lot of properties in Boston, I'm just going to pick everything that's 6 bedrooms. And let's see how many we end up with. 25. Okay, so I'm just going to hit search now. Again, I'm doing this because I don't know your area. I'm just giving you an example of a search. So you do a search for your comps or your competing properties for the 1004MC or whatever it is. Again, and another thing is when you go to use Spark for the first time, if you haven't used it yet, there are tutorials that walk you through everything. So I don't need to go into super depth here because there are going to be tutorials, but I'm going to go ahead and do this search. I see these properties, and let's say I want to load these into my grid. So let's say I want to pick that one, an active, maybe this one, and let's just pick maybe a couple more solds. And then I just hit download. And then right here, I hit continue because this setup is all done now. I don't need to do anything here. I just hit continue. And that's it. So now I've got this file that I'm going to use in Spark. And now let me show you how that's going to work. So I'm going to move this off the screen. Whoops, sorry about that. And let's close that window. So basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go into the Spark website. So I'm going to go there right now. And the Spark website, by the way, is just it's a website app.sparkforappraisers.com, but you'll have links to get there. You don't have to worry about memorizing that. So here I am. I choose my MLS, Pinergy. I'm going to pick my effective date. And now here is where I can actually go and put that file into this area. And so let me show you how to do that. Okay, so I still have this window here, which you can see that I've drug on top, and it has that file that I downloaded and I got from Pinergy. All I need to do now is take this and drag and drop it up here to where it says Add Comparables Upload. So I drop it right there, and now Spark is translating that data. It's grabbing the public records for it. And you can see here that for some reason, it did not get the public records for this data. So I can click that and it will tell me no properties were found that match that. Just to check, I can click address, and I can see the address of the property. I'm going to hit get data one more time, just in case Spark was able to get it, and it is. So basically, it couldn't grab it with the public records, but it was able to get it with the address. So that solved it. Those properties have been added as comparables. So I can click next and go look at my grid, or I can also go to the 1004MC and load in data there. And so just to show you what that looks like, I'm going to click 1004MC, and I've got my competing properties in my neighborhood. So let's just show you here. So let's just say I want to choose all of these, and all these are what I'm going to use to populate my 1004MC and for me to calculate my market conditions however I want to. So this is basically my competing properties, and I chose them all. I click download, I hit continue, and now I can go to Spark, and I'm also going to pull up this window that has this file in it, and I can basically just drag and drop this right here to where it says competing properties. It's covered up by this window, but that says competing properties. I let go, and now Spark has translated that data and it's all there and ready to use. So anyways, that's it. That's how you use Pinergy with Spark. Again, the first half of this video was to show you how to set Pinergy up to work with Spark, and then the second half was just showing you how do you actually load the data into Spark. So if you have any issues using Spark at all, feel free to give me a call anytime. Happy to help out. And again, when you use Spark, there is a tutorial that walks you through the whole thing. All right, thanks everybody for watching.